And even to loop back to the conversation, I think the sad part with the abortion thing is really, it's this constant default that is always there to make sure that we're divided and fighting about something because the left thinks they have such a win over it. Well, and that's why they're freaking out.
There couldn't be something that's more common ground than, all right, you kick it to the states, and the states can take more extreme measures. The only thing is now states can also, a state, if they want to, can place restrictions within the first trimester. That's it.
But then you have a news network telling you right now, like we just saw, it's taking away your right to have an abortion.
Yes, which, by the way, is in the Constitution.
Or you can't buy a condom.
Right.
Right. Yeah. You can't get condoms.
Yeah.
You can get needles.
Listen, you can. Okay, look, I misspoke. You can wear condoms, but who would? Because they're for suckers, right?
Right. I want to feel every bit of my hand, says Tubin.
Yes. No, he's the kind of guy who wears a condom for fun.
Yeah.
But I can't wear the good ones. I'm allergic to lamb.
No. The ones that do nothing.
They're skinning a condom from that Euros. Was it the spit?
Yeah. Oh.
And then, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is true, and this is why I said your kids shouldn't be here because we're talking about sex today. Back in the, I think it was the Egyptians, who was part of their, because they were horrible heathens, as part of like religious ceremonies, they basically had a vibrator where they would, unfortunately, this is very common throughout history, like virgins were used in sacrifices or deflowering ceremonies.
Yeah.
And they would have this sort of hollowed out, almost not quite like a corn husk, but it was something that similar, like some kind of a reed that was hollow, and they would blow in it like a bugle.
Oh.
And it was like a vibrator. But again, I don't think the girls were willing. So there's a lot of weird sexual practices when you go throughout history, which is why it's always funny to me when they try and, like, for example, the LGBTQAIP, like, well, some societies had multiple genders. This one Native American tribe, it's like, yeah, they also scalped children. So,
yeah, it was also at one point a deformity, and you might be mistaken for what that means.
So Cleopatra would fill a gourd of angry bees as a vibrator.
That's like a Flintstones razor,
right?
The old or my girl.
Yeah. It's just like the bees are turning the camera. This jab sucks. It's like a clam. Like, it's a living.
Yeah,
Cleopatra was a drugged out whore. Did you know that?
Grabbing the elephant trunk.
Yeah.
Or the woolly mammoth.
Cleopatra was a drugged out whore.
Oh, yeah,
people don't realize that.
Well, that's why she's known as, a bit of a freak.
It was opium. I believe people didn't realize she was going through opium withdrawal, and she. There's a whole thing with.
Bring me my bee pleasurer.
Yes. Just imagine that was it with Mark Antony, and she, like, all of a sudden he's just sitting in the corner. She's like, "Now you'll get your turn."
Bring me to the gynecologist. I have honeycombs again.
That's actually how he was killed. It's just someone tricked him and they just stuck a tube with hornets up his ass. It's not the same.
What a stupid bitch. Why would you, like, I love how they throw back to that to, justify now. Well, a lot of cultures had beehives they used as vibrators. Oh, you're right. Yeah. Sorry, case dismissed. I stand down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What,
beehive vibrators.
You've never been pleasured by a wasp's nest?
It's just the Honey Nut Cheerios bees falling on hard times.
Yeah.
All right, bitch, race for the taste.
Yeah,
okay.
It's good for your heart.
Yes.
I guess.
Yes. Part of a balanced breakfast or something.
I need drug money. It's like that commercial where the dad's asleep. Go get his wallet. Go. I'm going to be in your
Well, that wasn't
room.
what I was talking about, but I know that's... So, in other words, I'm not too... That also is true. That's also, though, how you could tell the royalty from the plebs. They're like, hey, how many Bee-Hive vibrators do you have? None? Yeah. Oh, too bad for you.
What a loser.
It's like it's like they're going to a bachelorette party. They all have, like, penis Burger King helmets on. It's like, oh, I think you're going to like what I brought.
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell royalty because every time they sit down, it's just tears pouring down their eyes.
And the next scene is Cleopatra in the casket like Macaulay Culkin from My Girl.
Yeah. What happened? Oh, it was an allergy.
Yeah.
Was it? Well, it eventually might as well have been.
It wasn't so much an allergy as it was so much poison from the stingers that her system just couldn't handle anymore.
Her blood is basically honey.
Yes.
Very overused.
So, but the good news, there's the used vibrator market now is just exploding. So,
Honey Nut Cheerios Bee is here. Don't look at him. He was part of this.
That's the thing. That was just, she was either, I was going to make a joke about Winnie the Pooh's fist.
Watch Louder with Crowder live, Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern.